Good morning. Just share this. See if it's coming on. It's coming on. I think I just share that twice to my profile. Just delete one because I did it twice. Morning. Best video live of 2018. How are we all? But I'm doing it off my laptop today rather than my phone. So what I wanted to talk about is reviews, and I did a blog about it last year about reviews on whatever it is, whether it's Google or Facebook. And I remember going into a shop, and I was trying on some stuff, and the guy was talking to somebody else. And in my blog, I write about it that, you know, the owner was really upset because he was getting all these bad reviews, and literally, I think he was causing a bit of chaos because I think he was getting agitated when he was replying back. And literally, it's as simple as you make it. I always think you should write something out that you can copy and paste, because I think when you get a bad review, you can literally go in business mode where you go defensive. So it's always good to like have something wrote out, and then you can copy and paste it, and then you can always go back to it and look after you thought about it. But the instinct automatically would be, come on in. Instantly, automatically, you go into that mode of just going on defense. And recently, it was funny this, because in the summer, and this was something that I thought was really, really bad, that in the summer, I had a business owner that contacted me, and she was very upset. They did some work at this customer's house, and it took 2 months, and 2 months had gone by, and then he put a really bad negative review. And over the space of a couple of weeks, he'd been adding to this review and then getting other people to put bad reviews and stuff like that. And literally, she was at her end of a tether, because literally she tried to communicate with the customer, and he wasn't having none of it. And what I did was I went on and I commented on something, and then he just like turned quite nasty. And the thing is, I didn't go to his level. I sort of like kept it plain field, only talking facts, which is really, really strange, right? So from the summer to now, and I don't know if it was last week or the week before, he found my businesses on Google and then starts putting negative feedback on. And the thing was, right, you can instantly, as a business owner, just get so defensive. Whereas me, I just literally put on thank you for your lovely comments and have a great day. I'm not going to entertain a guy that literally has no time. He's got more time on his hands than I have to get into an argument on Google or even Facebook. So I just think some people you can't win. You know that you've done everything possible you can. And I think the review itself will speak for itself in showing your response and literally turning it around. I mean, I manage quite a lot of Facebook pages where they get bad reviews, and we literally now put a place, I think it was last year, where we put a policy in place for these companies that do get bad reviews, not all the time, and literally there's a set procedure of how a complaint is handled, and it's up to them, right, if they want to go down that route or not. But at least having a procedure in place for a review is far better. I think it's all right sharing the good things, but sometimes as business owners, we ain't that good. And we do go on the defence. I mean, I've seen many people on my friends list that gets a bad review from a keyboard warrior, and literally they're giving you're giving that person your time by sharing it more and more and more and talking about it. You know, I just see as if you haven't done anything wrong and you've done everything in your power and you know it's not anything that you've done and it's a keyboard warrior, give it the content it deserves. Just you know, put an automatic response on, thanking them for the lovely comments or something, you know, and have a great day and leave it where it is, because entertaining them is just taking up your time, and you need to focus on running your business rather than these keyboard warriors. And unfortunately, there are so many keyboard warriors out there that just are online. They literally don't have much, you know, much going on in their life, that they will put a fake review on a business page because I think it's entertaining. To be honest with you, it just looks silly. And I think if a customer goes on there and sees this sort of review and sees your response, you show better than what this person's doing. And I think from a business owner as well, I think if you have done wrong, admit it, apologise, put it right. And I understand from a business point of view that it is very frustrating when you automatically get a bad review without even knowledge. And I think that's bad, because personally as a customer, I think there was one company last year that I will not recommend, and I will not shout about it, and I will not go around telling everybody about it. I just simply won't recommend you again. That's as simple as it is. And I'm not going to go on their Facebook page and do whatever, because at the end of the day, that might have just been that instance where it was just me and it's just happened to me. So for me, I just see it as I won't recommend that business. I won't go on and put a bad review. I just see that the internet has gone a little bit mad where we don't talk and communicate. So if there is something that's bothering you, go to the business and tell them that, you know, you're not happy with this. Is there something that you can do to work this out and sort it out, and just be normal and communicate? It's not that hard to have a conversation with someone and say, you know what, I don't feel like this is what I wanted, or this is wrong. Because the business owner can put it right if they know. But again, if they don't know and this review comes on, I think that's a bit harsh. I think, you know, the only point you should go to that is if there's no other option that for you to put that review on. But I think there's steps that customers can go through to get to that point. But I think it's like everything, you know, we should have, companies need to put a procedure in place for complaints. And I think they need to have it on the social media, because if not, it can run away with the negative. And I think you need to have some policy in place to deal with that. Me, personally, if I've done something wrong, I'll admit it and I'll go and deal with it. You know, to be honest with you, I've never had a bad review until the other week, but this guy was just like, I don't know, he's just got probably too much time on his hands. I just don't like how he's harassed that business. I think there's a way to communicate and a way to deal with it. And I think getting your friends and family to comment bad on it, I think that's going a step too far. And I think at the end of the day, customers' feedback and reviews will speak for itself. So if a page has got 1,000 good reviews and 50 bad, you're not going to please everybody. And I think that you have to be very calm, because your reaction to the negative is the one thing that people go, well, actually, do I want to shop with these people? Because look at their reaction as a business. They're not really handling it right. I think it's all about your reaction to how customers will buy with you. I mean, I remember, I don't know if it was last year or the year before, a company got really slated on social media. And I went to go use them because I was intrigued to see how bad it was. And to be honest with you, the service that I got was absolutely brilliant. And I think it's just, not everybody's going to like what you do. Not everybody's going to want what you have. And we've got competition as well. So there's people that will do it lower and there's people that do it higher price and stuff like that. It's people's choice. And I think it's how you connect with your customers to move it forward. Good morning, everybody. It's bloody freezing out. I'm absolutely frozen today. Oh, dear me. So what's everybody up to? Julia, what are you up to today? Morning. Oh, God, it is so cold. Good morning, John, my partner in crime. Oh, my God. What a night last night. It intrigues me, Facebook and groups, and the amount of groups that have so many stupid rules. And I'm sorry, and I'm not being disrespectful to anybody, but certain things last night was just absolutely bizarre. John's having his shake. I'm thinking that's the thermo tea. And he's watching Frasier. I'm not really into Frasier. I could never get into it. And you're putting all your stuff away from the Saturday's wedding. The photos, Jules. Oh, Jules, the photos look amazing. I looked at them last night. Laura's off to a Biz Mums meeting. I would actually highly recommend Biz Mums. So if there's anybody looking to network for women, because it's all about women this year, check out Biz Mums because they are really, really good. If you're getting married, contact Jules. And if you want to lose weight and get a bit healthy, because obviously, let's check this one out, right? Primark, you go into Primark, right, and they've got all the gym gear out. That's the healthy start this year. So literally, if you're thinking about something like that, get in touch with John because he does Herbalife and he absolutely loves it. And I love John's lives and stuff like that he does when he's talking about Herbalife. He's got so much passion. Yes, Laura, it's Girl Power Year this year. I mean, has anybody been watching The Big Brother? Because it's proper inspired me to really do some different stuff this year, being all about the women and stuff like that. This year's all about the vegans. That's all I saw it on Good Morning yesterday, talking about vegans. I know nothing about it. I am not a vegan. And I don't know if I consider myself, if I'd ever go down that route, but I think each to their own, innit? That's what I say. But no, John, I'm going to officially tell you now, it's all about girl power this year. And has anybody seen Girls Trip? It's freaking amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's that isolate all day. I absolutely love it. It's a top film that I absolutely recommend every woman should watch. It's like proper girl power. It's something that I would love to go away with girls and just go do out like that. It's just amazing. Yeah, absolutely love it. I've also, and you know what, I've actually shared on my business page a video, and I was tagged in it last week. I watched it, and I've watched it and watched it and watched it, and it's like I'm hooked on it. But I keep saying the word over and over. It's got into my head. But what I loved about this video was this guy was just being so honest, and I think we've got to a point, and I think I did last year, that I just very sort of like was very reserved last year. And I didn't really speak my mind in the way that I really wanted to speak my mind. So because this year is Girl Power, I'm literally speaking my mind, but not trying to offend people. I'm not swearing either. But this video, it has a lot of swearing in it. But I thought what was really good about this video was it's a guy. And he's telling you about he was at that point where he's on a cliff and he just wanted to just end his life. And it was his wife that begged him and all that to see that he had something in him. And it's so empowering. It empowered me last week to think of how I want to see my life this year. And it's amazing, but you'd have to go in a quiet room because obviously they're swearing and you don't want it around the kids. But it is an all-time thing that I would say, watch this video. And I've shared it on my page this morning because I was so sort of like, I keep going around going, no shit, no shit, and I have to stop because it's literally, it just got to me that emotionally he literally has been so honest, and I think it's an amazing video how they've done it. And I just think, you know, again, the power of a bloody woman, you know, to stop that, and the love that she had for her man and her children, just incredible. And it's just something that it really got to me. I didn't cry at all, but it did emotionally touch me in a way that I just thought it's something that I want to do this year, where I want to be more honest, and I want to do more videos, which I've been recording, because I think, as well as my blogging and all that, I want to interact with my videos more, because I sort of like backed off end of I can't remember when I last did a live, to be honest with you. But I actually want to do more lives. I want to do more honesty, because I find that in my life, I'm not honest with myself first and foremost. And I have this thing where I go through life and I don't really talk about my problems I have. I just deal with things, and emotionally I think after a time I build up and build up and build up, and then I just want to blow, and I just want to, it's like this is a prime example of something that's been happening recently for the last 3 months. You know, my daughter is having a really hard time, and literally it's been emotionally draining, but emotionally draining for her. But as a mother, it's been the hardest thing for me to watch my child in pain, and there is nothing I can do about it. And I think so see you, John. He's off to go watch his Frasier. You loved the video too, didn't you? Got a wrong with going out, doing more joint lives too. So yeah, it's been an emotional roller coaster for me, and I didn't know how to handle it. And there was times that I wanted to go on video live because I just didn't know what to do. And emotionally, I don't think it's, whereas probably last year I wouldn't have been so vocal on it, I'd have kept it all private. Where this year, out of respect for Ella, I'm not going to tell the whole thing. But emotionally for me, as a parent, we all need support. And I think you've got to be open a little bit, and you've got to show your vulnerable side, and you've got, you know, because it's bloody awful. And to empower women and to show women that, you know, we have this tough side that us women put on, but we have this vulnerable side where we have to be open, because you know what, you think that no one else is in that situation, but actually it is common, and it's not as common because we don't talk about it. And I suppose that's where the mental illness comes in, where, you know, they're doing more about mental illness for kids, and I can actually see that side, because I've seen Ella very vulnerable. Especially coming into November, she was at her all-time low, and I was very, very concerned about her. And literally, I've got to say though, I mean, through all this, between LGI, A&E, and the doctors, which have been absolutely amazing, you know, and without that support as a mother and for Ella, I don't know how I got through all this and trying to keep her on an even keel. So for me, it's about showing that side of me, but being open about things and talking about things isn't a bad thing. And I think, you know, if we're going to teach children the right ways, it's about being honest and about being open. And if you do feel that low point, it's about going and talking to someone, and it doesn't have to be, you know, someone that you're close to, like your parents. Like, I've encouraged Ella to talk to school, because these are people that are just, they don't really know. It's like talking to a counsellor, isn't it? Where they don't really know you, can't judge you. And literally the school have supported Ella with you know, once a week meetings and stuff like that, because she's needed that support, because it has been really, really bad this year for the last 3 months. But fingers crossed, we get some answers on Thursday when we see the specialist. So we might not even get the answer there and then, but at least we'll be looking to get some sort of thing, because literally, I think all last week she was hardly in school, and I think over the last 3 months she's hardly been in school. They've been sending her home and stuff. So it's about, hopefully, having some sort of plan in place to help her move forward. So yes, that's me opening up a little bit. But yes, I do highly recommend you check that video out though, because it's really good. The guy's called Paul or something. And he just keeps going, oh shit, but he's from Newcastle, so it's quite funny when he talks. Not funny about what his story is, but just it's coming out, and it's another sort of like, because it's Newcastle, it's quite funny when you hear it from them. But no, his story is really, really good. It really empowered me. So the second thing, because I wanted to talk about reviews and I wanted to talk about products, and this is something that I find people don't connect with, and this is where I've seen it all happen last year, was you have a product and it's amazing, and what they do is they go, I have this amazing product, message me for more details. But there is no picture of the product, and there is no you showing that product of how that works. And the reason why I wanted to do this was because, this is my prime example of how to sell products when you're trying to get customers to buy the product. It's all right you saying it's amazing, but if you're not actually showing that product, and say it's showing your results from day one to wherever you are, then there's no point, because it'll just stop, because people want to see results, people want to see videos, people want to see pictures. And I think it's something that if you have a unique presenter on your Facebook friends, watch how they sell their products, because they wear it all the time. They do live videos of them putting the makeup in when they've got no makeup on whatsoever. And that's why I like them, because at the end of the day, they're empowering women anyway with the makeup, but they're wearing it and they're using it. There's also some Forever Friends that I have on my Facebook page as well. And what I liked about them was when you go visit their home, they have all the products there. So what does that say to you? That tells you that they love the products, so the whole family is using it. So it's all right, you saying you've got this amazing product, it's your all-time favourite, but show people the product, show them what it does for you. You know, like if I see someone posting out and saying this is amazing, well, I go, well, how's it amazing? What's it done? How's it work? Because you want to get that out of them. And I think Facebook are favouring videos. They are really going for it big time this year. So do as many videos as you can with the product using it. This is day one, and this is what I'm going to start using, whether it's a moisturiser or whatever it is. Start off and show your results. Show people what it's all about. So that's me. I'm 23 minutes into it, so I'm shooting off. But thank you very much for your time this morning, and I hope you have a great Tuesday, even though it's freezing. And look out for my next line. Bye-bye.